Yes, yes. Toast to the truth, because we need it straight, no chaser. One of my favorite movies growing up of all time has to be A Bronx Tale. So many messages throughout the movie. However you want to look at it through the racial aspect, or you want to look at it from the working man aspect, the criminal mind aspect. However you want to look at it, there's so many messages in there that young brothers definitely have to see. And this scene that I specifically wanted to find was a scene where the young boy C, that they call him, he's going to express something about an individual because of what he did to an athlete that he is a quote unquote fan of. And being a young boy or a young man or a grown man, you should be no fan of no man, period. You grow up to be a fanboy, or what they want to call a stan. That's some type of homo relationship that some cannot explain on another level. If you want to look at it at that, that is basically what it is. Fan is short for fanatic. You don't want to be a fan of no man, period. Admire the work that they do, keep it pushing. When it comes to people in the so-called black community, the idol worship is at an all-time high. Like I've said before in previous videos, we have to stop worshiping celebrities because at the end of the day, they really do not give a shit about us. They live where they live. We live where we live. We support their causes. They do not support us. Let me see somebody that has seen an athlete that they're a fan of, cut them a check to help them out with their student loans and their parents' bills. When you do, I'll put my email in the link so you can send me those images and screenshots. I say that to say this. Celebrities are where they are because they worked hard to get to where they are. We're not going to take anything from them being an average Joe. So erase all that envy, erase all that fan shit out of your energy and understand they do not give a shit about your life because they have so much shit on their table that they have to worry about. They have to worry about training, keeping up, wondering about if the team is picking up somebody that might someday replace them. You got to understand, sports is a fucking business. Life is a game. You're going to play or get played. And a lot of so-called black individuals will be like this little kid C right here because they look up to all these individuals. Why? Because there's no father in the household for them to look at. Yes, in this movie, C had a father who he was kind of overlooking because he saw the side that the individual Sonny was showing him of getting money fast, so on and so on. But what we have to understand is sometimes you have to work hard for what you got. And sometimes, majority of the time, you have to separate the admiration that you have for an athlete from your life. Because if they really were about what they're talking about, they will pop up at your fucking front step. You will see them on there, on the street. But they have their own brands and things that they protect. And what they have to do, especially in today's world, is show the pro-black clan that they're down with the movement. They're around for the cause. They don't give a shit about that. They only give a fuck about their brand. So that's why I love this scene, because it's so valid, and that shit hit me to where I said, oh, I'm definitely not a fan of no man. Because none of these celebrities that I'm invested into, you got to understand, grown men that are not this little kid are fans. Will go crazy if you disagree with them about their favorite player. Things like of that nature, which is sickening, and it's a mental illness because football is a religion, and in the USA, it's just laughable at times. But to so-called black individuals in the quote-unquote black community, I feel like everybody needs to watch this scene to have the realization that athletes do not have your back. You need to have your own back. You need to watch your father's back. Your father got your back. We need to watch our own, man. Let's check it out.
Come on, Sonny wants to see you. Come on. Come on, nobody's gonna grab the bike. Come on. Sonny. God, don't be a freak, huh? How you doing, kid?
Good.
We finally meet face to face.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of me?
No.
That's good. What's your name?
Clodro.
That's a big name. You got a nickname or something?
No.
What do your friends call you?
Clodro.
That makes sense. What are you, a Yankee fan?
Yeah.
Sit down. No, come over here. Sit over here next to me. Come here. So you must be pretty upset after the Yankees lost.
Bill Mazeroski. I hate him. He made Mickey Mantle cry. The paper said that the Mick was crying.
Mickey Mantle, is that what you're upset about? Mickey Mantle makes $100,000 a year. How much does your father make?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, see if your father can't pay the rent. Go ask Mickey Mantle and see what he tells you. Mickey Mantle don't care about you, so why should you care about him? Nobody cares.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you shoot that man over Balkan's face?
When you get older, you'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that scene, it just hits on a different note, man. He said Mickey Mantle makes $100,000 a year. What does your father make? You put so much energy into an athlete that has no goddamn idea who you are. More energy than you do in your own life and investing into your own fam or whatever, your future plans or what may have you. That you don't understand that, hey, I might have lost my job. I can't make this payment. Can Dame Lillard help me out? Fuck out of here. Is LeBron going to help me out with this car payment I missed last month? I'm behind. Negative. We got to understand that the only people that are going to help us are ourselves. These athletes are where they are. We got to stop looking to them as leaders and the saviors of us. They are bought and paid for. You have to understand that. They got to where they got to because they did hard work. They are God blessed. You don't understand? God-given talent. You understand? Meanwhile, the average Joes might live resentful of the athlete because of where they are. Don't be that guy. You understand? You're not meant to be an athlete. You were meant to be something better and greater. Athletes are fun. Yes, yes. It's all fun and dazzling and whatnot. Who gives a shit about that, man? Who wants to play a kid's game their whole fucking life? Just worry about your household, so-called black man, man. Things will be better. Trust me.